Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West. The tsunami emergency, when will the heat dome break, and the proposal with an unexpected twist. Breaking overnight, tsunami warnings issued for California, Hawaii, Alaska. In Japan, more than 2 million people impacted by evacuation orders, all triggered by a massive 8.8 earthquake near Russia. One of the largest recorded earthquakes ever. Buildings underwater, this kindergarten in shambles. Flights to Hawaii turned around, residents and tourists racing to get out and reach higher ground as they brace for waves up to 10 feet. We're tracking the warnings at this hour.
New details on the deadly Midtown Manhattan shooting. We're learning about the 4 victims as police say they found a second note from the gunman and interviewed a co-worker who purchased part of the rifle used in the attack.
Extreme heat. Another day of dangerous temperatures. More than 120 million Americans across 28 states on alert from Boston to Dallas to Tampa. This morning, where it could feel like 120 degrees and when the heat dome could finally break.
Epstein files fallout. President Trump claims Jeffrey Epstein took people who worked for him in Mar-a-Lago. One of the young women, Virginia Giuffre, the first person to publicly accuse Epstein of abuse.
Chilling new video of the Idaho college killer at a traffic stop months before the murders.
Just being honest with you.
Just blocks from where the students lived.
United and JetBlue's partnership cleared for takeoff. What the connection means for flyers.
Digital price tags. Some of the nation's largest supermarkets can now update prices in an instant. This morning, the concern over possible surge pricing for your groceries.
And what would you do if this happened to you? One couple's picture-perfect proposal got a few unexpected and unforgettable special guests. The video 15 million people and counting can't get enough of.
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Timing's everything, right? Yeah, we are looking forward to our play of the day and what that newly engaged couple had to say about it.
Proposals are stressful. Bringing a little fun to all of it. Okay, also ahead, breaking news on TikTok. The new features being introduced this morning, giving parents more control over what their kids see and don't see.
Yeah, important for a lot of parents. We're going to begin with that breaking news overnight. The tsunami in the Pacific, it followed a massive earthquake off the coast of eastern Russia. The epicenter of the 8.8 magnitude quake was in the Pacific Ocean, about 85 miles off the coast of Russia.
The first waves arriving in Hawaii overnight and early this morning in California, and that's where Trevor Ault is right now for us. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Michael. This giant earthquake sent shockwaves, literal tsunami waves across the Pacific Ocean. It was felt up and down the West Coast, from Alaska, here where we are in California, and of course in Hawaii, where those emergencies and warnings triggered a substantial evacuation, people rushing to get away from the coast and up to higher ground.
Overnight, a massive earthquake off the coast of Russia, triggering tsunami warnings across the Pacific Rim. People running for cover as ceiling panels fall at a Russian airport. Video circulating online showing floodwaters rushing in, buildings underwater, cars carried by the current. The quake damaging this kindergarten, its facade collapsing on itself.
It's almost impossible to describe just how large an earthquake of this magnitude is. It's one of the largest earthquakes to occur in recorded history.
The massive 8.8 magnitude quake striking 85 miles off the eastern coast of Russia. A tsunami alert issued for Japan. People seeking higher ground, taking shelter on top of a building. Across Hawaii, California, and Alaska, officials issuing tsunami warnings. Sirens sounding off on the island of Oahu, locals rushing to evacuate, filling the streets of Honolulu as officials urge those near the coast to get out.
3 hours it took me to go 12 miles to get home.
Long lines of cars in Paia, Maui, people heeding that advice.
Oh my Lord.
Some hotels telling guests to head to higher floors as they brace for waves of up to 10 feet.
Don't be looking at waves. Get yourself as high as you possibly can.
And while those warnings were in place and the evacuations were happening, we know that a number of planes that were on their way to Hawaii were told to turn around over the Pacific Ocean and head back to the continental United States. A number of other planes were delayed as well while they waited. They didn't want more people contributing to these severe delays during the evacuation. And while now a lot of the warnings have been lifted, the potential for danger and damage was so widespread, a lot of communities now in the sunlight are going to assess that damage. George.
Okay, Trevor, thanks very much. Let's bring in Sam Chen for more on where the warnings are now.
And George, we want to give it a good 24 hours because the first wave is not actually always the largest. Let's talk a little bit about this earthquake zone here. So you're looking at Russia, you're looking at Japan, you're looking at Alaska right there, and all the way over there is California. That's about, what is it, about 3,000 miles, 3,700 miles away from where the earthquake zone is here. This is a peninsula, this is a chain of islands. So when that earthquake hit that area, remember, it's like you pounding in the bathtub. Where you create a wave, the wave will travel all the way to the edge of bathtub in all directions. So that's why we're looking at this. This is the Ring of Fire. It is the most active place for seismic activity on the planet. Most of the earthquakes are here. Most of the action is here. You're looking in the last couple of days, every one of those circles, anything that's over kind of a minor earthquake. So there have been a lot of them. There always are. But this is giant. It's probably about the 6th largest in history. So everyone was super concerned about how big the wave would be there. Hawaii, this is more than 5 feet on the coast, the first wave of water there. West Coast, we're still looking at this from Eureka to San Francisco. National Weather Service in San Francisco told people, and I think this is good advice for anyone on the coast of California, just don't go to the coast today. We have a huge buoy area that measures all of these waves in the area. We'll know where those waves are coming, how big they are, and when they're expected to go. But give it about 24 hours. Rebecca?
6th largest in history. Pay attention to those warnings. Okay, Sam, thank you. We're going to turn now to the investigation into the Manhattan shooting that left 4 people dead. We're learning new details about the attack and the victims who lost their lives, including the officer who was honored here by his colleagues and in a solemn ceremony. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky has the latest. And Aaron, overnight, police finding a second note from that suspect.
They did, Rebecca, and now they believe they may be closer to understanding why this building came under attack as the toll of the violence that unfolded here is now setting in. Overnight, a vigil in memory of NYPD officer Didarul Islam and 3 others who were shot and killed where they work in Midtown Manhattan by a gunman who may have been targeting one of the building's tenants, the NFL. Officers in formation as Islam's body left the medical examiner's office. He's survived by 2 sons and his pregnant wife. The city is also mourning security officer Alain Etienne, Blackstone executive Wesley LePatner, and real estate employee Julia Hyman. The victims were killed at random.
This individual had one intention, and that was to take the lives of innocent New Yorkers.
And he had the capability to do it.
And he had the capability to do it.
27-year-old Shane Tamura carried a high-powered rifle into the building and immediately opened fire before he inexplicably spared a life.
It was eerie. She walked off the elevator, he walked on the elevator, and he allowed her to pass.
On the 33rd floor, he opened fire again, killing another victim before turning the gun on himself. The shooter had a concealed carry permit issued to him in 2022 in Las Vegas, where he worked security at a casino. Police said a co-worker purchased the lower receiver of the rifle used in the attack. The NYPD sent detectives to interview him. They're also studying 2 separate notes from the shooter, one found in Las Vegas that sources described in part as an apology to his parents, and the other a 3-page note found in his pocket at the time of the shooting, in which he claimed he had a traumatic brain injury and blamed the NFL for concealing the dangers to players' brains to maximize profits. ABC News obtained this page that said, "Study my brain, please. I'm sorry." The shooter played high school football, but not in the NFL, which is headquartered in this now boarded up building here on Park Avenue. The authorities also took note, George, he shot himself in the chest after pocketing that note that asked that his brain be studied. George.
Yes, okay, Aaron. Thanks very much. I want to go back to Sam right now for the latest on that heat dome hitting so much of the country.
And George, it's huge again today, but we will see some relief soon. I want to show you yesterday's numbers that are coming out of Tampa. That heat index level at 119 degrees. It's what it felt like with that intense heat and humidity. Now let's get to what's going on during the day today. And look at these numbers. They're just unbelievable. Still, extreme heat warnings that go all the way from just north of New Orleans, so call it Jackson, well into past Louisville, Kentucky, as we get into the day today. But I want to show you how this breaks just a little bit for some of us in the country. This is a big area of high pressure, and this heat doesn't really want to give way, but it slowly does as some colder air and a front, pretty big front, starts to make a move across northern parts of the country. I want to show you the big difference in some of those temperatures as it lifts. So you can see kind of where it's going there. This is on Thursday. By the time we get into Friday, look at these numbers. Look at Louisville at 79, Charleston at 77, Baltimore at 77 as well. So we are getting some good relief, but look at that Gulf Coast because, guys, they do not get any relief, and it's more extreme heat and humidity for days.
Okay, wow. Sam, thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to turn now to the latest on President Trump offering new details about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. This comes amid talk of Epstein's convicted co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell possibly testifying before Congress. Our chief Washington correspondent John Carl is at the White House. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Michael. Lawyers for Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, say that she is willing to testify before Congress, but only if granted immunity or if President Trump grants her clemency. President Trump hasn't ruled out clemency or even a pardon for Maxwell, and he's now offering a new explanation for why he had a falling out with Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump, frustrated that the controversy over his handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files won't go away, now says he had a falling out with the convicted sex offender because Epstein, quote, took people who worked for him at his Mar-a-Lago resort.
He took people, and because he took people, I said, don't do it anymore. You know, they work for me. And he took, beyond that, he took some others. And once he did that, that was the end of him. I didn't like, when they steal people, I don't like it.
When asked if these workers were young women, Trump said yes.
Were some of them young women? Well, I don't want to say, but everyone knows the people that were taken. And it was the concept of taking people that work for me is bad. But that story's been pretty well out there. And the answer is yes, they were.
Trump acknowledged one of those young women working at Mar-a-Lago who was hired by Epstein was Virginia Giuffre. Giuffre alleged Maxwell recruited her from Trump's Mar-a-Lago spa when she was just 16 years old, a meeting she detailed to the BBC's Panorama in 2019.
I ran over to my dad, who works on the tennis courts at Mar-a-Lago, and I said, "You're not going to believe it, Dad. I just got offered a job, an interview, but if he likes me for the interview, then I'm going to be, they're going to train me as a real masseuse, a real massage therapist."
Giuffre said she was sexually abused by both Epstein and Maxwell. She called Maxwell, quote, a monster worse than Epstein.
I was recruited at a very young age from Mar-a-Lago and entrapped in a world that I didn't understand, and I've been fighting that very world to this day, and I won't stop fighting.
Maxwell has denied Giuffre's allegations. Giuffre died by suicide in April.
I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people. Yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
Just days ago, Maxwell met with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche behind closed doors for 9 hours. Now, lawyers for Maxwell, who is serving a 20-year prison sentence for trafficking minors to Epstein, wrote in a letter to Congress that she will not testify unless she is given immunity or clemency. She is also appealing to the Supreme Court to overturn her conviction. President Trump and Epstein were friendly for more than a decade. When Epstein was arrested in 2019, Trump said the two men hadn't spoken in 15 years. Just this week, President Trump said that he had never had the privilege of visiting Epstein's private Caribbean island where young girls were allegedly sexually abused. George?
John Carl, thanks very much. We're going to go overseas now to the latest on the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. International pressure is mounting on Israel to do more to get food to people who are starving and to bring an end to the war. Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell is in Tel Aviv. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning, George. We've all seen those terrible images from Gaza, the children starving, the endless bombing. Well, now the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry saying that the death toll from Israel's war in Gaza is topped 60,000 people, almost half of them women and children. And now the UK responding.
This morning, international pressure growing on Israel to end the war in Gaza as UN-backed experts warn the worst-case scenario of famine is playing out. Now, in a major break with Israel, the United Kingdom saying if a ceasefire isn't agreed on by September, it'll recognise a Palestinian state.
I've always said that we will recognise a Palestinian state as a contribution to a proper peace process at the moment of maximum impact for the two-state solution. With that solution now under threat, this is the moment to act.
Israel condemning the UK's announcement. Netanyahu saying Starmer rewards Hamas's monstrous terrorism and punishes its victims. Searing images of starving children have unleashed a torrent of condemnation and calls for a ceasefire. Despite the massive pressure, Prime Minister Netanyahu denies there's starvation in Gaza. President Trump, on his trip to Scotland this week, asked if he agrees with Netanyahu.
Some of those kids that's real starvation stuff. I see it. And you can't fake that. So we're going to be even more involved.
This morning, new satellite images showing the crush to get food in Gaza. After blocking aid for months, Israel now allowing food and medicine to be dropped from the air and delivered by land. On the ground, scores of Palestinians braving the water to try to grab what aid they can from the bundles dropped from above. Young children running into the water for basics like salt, flour and sugar. This man saying the flour is drenched, calling it humiliation, not aid.
Well, we just had a statement from the families of hostages still being held inside Gaza right now, also criticising the UK's announcement as rewarding terrorism. I think they, like many here, want their loved ones home first and then a rapid end to this war. Guys?
Yes, such a crisis. 662 days since they were taken hostage by Hamas. All right, Ian, thank you. We're going to turn now to the Department of Transportation approving a new partnership between two major airlines. And Lara's here with what it means for flyers. Hello, Lara.
Hopefully good news. Hopefully good morning to you, Rebecca. So United Airlines and JetBlue set to launch Blue Sky, a partnership between the two carriers designed to make travel on the airlines easier. After the DOT approved the deal on Tuesday, JetBlue explained in a statement, this collaboration will give customers of both airlines even more options to find flights that fit their plans. So here's how it works. Under the agreement, passengers will be able to book United and JetBlue flights on either company's website. That's good. They will also be able to use and earn frequent flyer points in either program. Yeah,
That's
we
very
like
nice.
that. And JetBlue will give United up to 7 flight slots at JFK. And in return, United will return that favor at Newark, where they have more flight spots currently. To be clear, this is not a merger. Critics, though, of the deal say it could reduce competition between airlines and lead other big carriers to seek similar deals with mid-size airlines. Blue Sky will begin rolling out in the fall. We'll see if it does, in fact, help customers.
Yeah. All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lara. Coming up, Mola Lange tells us about the chilling new video in the Idaho college murders case. Hello, Mola.
Oh, hey, Michael. In never-before-seen video, we see the convicted killer pulled over for speeding in the town where the 4 students were murdered just a few months later. You'll hear what he said to the officer coming up.
Okay, Mola also had why Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers are pushing for him to be freed from jail now instead of staying behind bars until he's sentenced in October.
And the concerns over digital price tags popping up in some of the nation's largest supermarkets.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to GMA. That is Shakira with the hit song from Zootopia. It's a great one. I always love a good kids movie with a great song for parents. Now we're getting ready for the highly anticipated sequel. And this morning we have Zootopia 2 trailer's exclusive debut right here on GMA. That's coming up in our next hour. Yes.
First new at 7:30, the search is ongoing this morning for 3 people missing after a large explosion at a wood pellet manufacturing plant in Nebraska. Heavy smoke and flames kept first responders from getting near the badly damaged facility for hours. The cause of yesterday's blast is under investigation. Also at Yellowstone National Park, a 17-year-old who was walking in the thermal area suffered severe thermal burns to his foot and ankle while hiking near Lone Star Geyser. It's the first known thermal injury at Yellowstone this year. 17-year-old was taken to the hospital. The incident is under investigation.
This morning, Procter & Gamble, which makes everything from Crest toothpaste to Tide detergent, says it's raising prices. The company says we can expect to pay more for about 25% of its products beginning next month, due in part to new tariffs. And overnight, the Major League Baseball pitcher who was traded in the middle of a doubleheader, and all he had to do to join his new team was walk over to the other dugout.
Wow.
Yeah, Sir Anthony Dominguez was on the Baltimore Orioles for Game 1, and then he pitched the scoreless 7th inning for the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 2.
Well, we need to bring in Will Reed to find out if that's ever happened before.
I know, but sadly, he was on the losing end because of the Orioles.
Oh,
they swept the series. And we're going to turn now to the chilling new video in the Idaho College murders case. Police stopping and questioning the killer a few months before the murders and just blocks from where the victims were living. Mola Lange joins us with more. Good morning, Mola.
Well, good morning, Michael. You know, prosecutors had planned to use this video to prove just how often Kohberger was visiting the college town leading up to those murders.
This morning, never-before-seen footage. Convicted murderer Brian Kohberger at a traffic stop in Idaho just 3 months before he killed University of Idaho students Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, Zaina Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin.
Were you wearing your seatbelt when I stopped you? No. That's no good.
Just being honest with you.
Police pulling him over in the town of Moscow, where the murders happened, his face partially obscured by the red light of the siren.
There's absolutely no point in not being honest.
Yeah.
You have the radar.
Before he pleaded guilty to the killings, prosecutors intended to use this footage to prove he was frequenting Moscow leading up to the murders in November 2022. Initially stopped for speeding, the officer decides to cite Kohberger for not wearing his seatbelt.
And just for future reference, I mean, I'm obviously an honest person, right? I told you I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. When people lie to you about that, say I lied to you about that, right? Just for my own knowledge. Do you honestly go back and look at that?
What we saw up until November 13th was regular visits to Moscow.
Our Kana Whitworth spoke with Idaho State Police Lieutenant Darren Gilbertson.
Was just kind of everywhere that you would think somebody that lives in Moscow or Pullman would be back and forth. And then after November 13th, every bit of that changed. It all stopped. Nothing shows him ever over in Moscow again after that.
Now, Kohberger would ultimately pay a $10 fine for this violation. Of course, for the murders for which he was convicted, he'll ultimately be sentenced to life in prison, guys.
Okay, Mola, thanks very much. We're going to turn now to Sean Diddy Combs. He's asking a federal judge to release him from jail ahead of his sentencing in October. He was, of course, convicted of a prostitution-related charge earlier this month. Morgan Norwood here with the story. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning to you, George. Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs once again begging a federal judge to let him out of jail before his October sentencing. This time, his legal team claiming it's not just unfair, but unprecedented. Combs has already spent nearly a year behind bars, and earlier this month, he was convicted of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. In a letter to the judge, his defense team pointing out that other defendants in similar cases, similar convictions were released before sentencing, writing, Sean Combs should not be in jail for this conduct. And although Combs was cleared of those serious charges like sex trafficking and racketeering, the judge kept him detained, citing a specific law that calls for jail time. His lawyers also calling the conditions at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn unsafe, unacceptable, and claiming that Combs is facing ongoing risk of violence. They are asking a judge for a $50 million bond to allow him to live in his Miami mansion, guys.
All right, Morgan, thank you. We turn now to TikTok and the new safety features the social media company unveiled just this morning. There are a lot of parents talking about this one because their kids are on social media and they want them to be safe.
It's a giant concern. It is one of the biggest concerns for parents. And this morning, TikTok has introduced new safety measures to give parents more control over what their kids see on the app. This is great news. And the first is something they're calling family pairing, which gives parents more visibility into their child's account, including the ability for parents to see their kids' privacy settings and block users from their child's account. And you can do this now without your child knowing. TikTok is also planning to roll out a footnotes feature, giving users the ability to write and rate a footnote at the bottom of any video to help add context for all users on the platform. These safety features come just a week after Meta announced their new Instagram safety features for teens, giving teens more security in their direct messaging to protect them from potentially unsafe or unwanted contact. So all of this very, very good news for parents.
People want that, and they want their kids to be safe if they're online. And now a lot of schools are obviously taking phones out of kids' hands because of all of these issues.
Yep, all steps in the right direction.
Thanks.
Thank you, Lara.
Now on GMA with a change to prices at the supermarket. Not how much you pay, but how they're displayed. It is a story we first saw in the Wall Street Journal, and digital price tags have some worried that prices could go up right before your eyes.
People are noticing a change in the grocery aisle.
New digital price tags at Walmart now.
Some retailers are ditching paper price tags for digital versions, including two of the nation's largest grocery chains, Walmart and Kroger. The electronic shelf labels letting companies update prices instantly.
It's definitely concerning that they can do it right then and there. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Some customers and experts worry it could lead to surge pricing.
Digital price tags can be changed hundreds of times a day.
Lawmakers sent a letter to Kroger expressing concern the labels could be used to squeeze consumers to increase profits. But the company insists it is committed to using this technology responsibly and ethically, and the labels won't be used for surge pricing. Both Kroger and Walmart argue it increases price efficiency and inventory management, and frees up employee time from having to change the paper labels by hand. Walmart saying what used to take associates up to 2 days to update now takes just minutes. Walmart's already rolled out the digital tags in more than 400 stores, with plans to reach 2,300 locations by next year. In a recent limited study, researchers found virtually no surge pricing after electronic labels were installed in one U.S. grocery retailer. But some privacy experts remain skeptical.
Like most digital tools, it's about how they're used, not necessarily the technology itself.
And on that question of privacy, some experts are concerned that retailers could be collecting extra data through those tags. They can figure out what you shop for, how often you look at something, and whether you pick it up. But there's benefits to shoppers as well. They have QR codes frequently. You can scan that with your phone. That makes comparison shopping easier. And guys, I recommend if you see something that's a great deal on the digital, just take a photo with your phone and then you bring it to the cash register. If there's any change, they're probably going to honor that original price that you have on your phone.
Oh, because I would be like...
You're going to take a picture, Sam. That's what you're going to do.
All right, got it. I got it. Good advice.
Now, our play of the day, and the sweetest wedding proposal fail.
Yes.
All right, you got it, Will.
I feel like I'm almost in position to propose to Sam if things go well. Get down here, guys. But a wedding proposal is such a life-altering moment, right? You want everything to go just right. I planned mine to
I know you did.
Yes. And it went great. See, there it is. We have the Empire State Building in the back.
Look at how beautiful that is.
And most importantly, we were alone
Wait a
in the
second.
pictures that we will
Who
have.
took the picture?
We hired someone to do it. I had them hiding behind a thing. George, you got to plan this stuff out. I'm telling you. If you want to do it again to Allie, I'll give you all the tips. But in any case, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. No matter how much you plan, sometimes things at the proposal can get in the way.
Ooh.
Kevin Arrieta decided to propose to his girlfriend of 4 years, Natalie, on vacation in Greece. They were in Santorini.
No. Oh,
and so
no.
then...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is that an ice cream sandwich?
No, it's a candy bar. So everything's going great. She looks like she's excited. Does the hands on the face. There's the ring, and there's person number one and person number two munching down. And Natalie posted, our dream proposal accidentally turned into a candy bar ad. And we caught up with Natalie and Kevin to see their reaction to the entire event. They told us they decided to find the laughs and everything. They joked that the older couple is better lit than they were. And they sent us a message just for our viewers.
That's
Take a look.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we're hoping all the spies in the comments can help us find this couple. We'd love to invite them to our wedding. And we hopefully think that they also think this is funny, like we did.
All right, well, this video has 15 million views, so someone out there or someone watching us right now must know this couple.
Sure.
So let's connect them, maybe get them a wedding invite. Natalie tells us a friend is baking their wedding cake for them, so Presumably they'll be adding some Snickers or whatever candy that was to the top.
That's happening.
There you go.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
We need to find that couple, America.
Yeah. If you know them, let's all connect them.
Thank you, Will. Coming up, what director James Cameron is saying about Avatar. And we're in Dallas-Fort Worth for our My Kind of Town series. Will Gans is taking us to a cafe with a very special staff. They'll tell us about their kindness mission, one compliment at a time. Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. Breaking overnight. A massive 8.8 earthquake near Russia, one of the largest recorded earthquakes ever. It triggers a tsunami reaching Hawaii and the west coast. We're tracking the warnings at this hour. More than 120 million Americans across 28 states on alert for dangerous heat and humidity. This morning, when the heat dome could finally break. But before it does, our medical correspondent and ER physician, Dr. Darian Sutton, breaks down heat stroke versus heat exhaustion and how to stay safe.
Road to Safety, the new report on the top cars for car seats and the common mistakes parents make when installing them, from infant to booster seats.
And we're headed to the Lone Star State for My Kind of Town, to the cafe serving up coffee and kindness, one compliment at a time.
Is your name Mona Lisa? Because, girl, you're a work of art. Yes, ma'am.
But the mission brewing at this special cafe is so much bigger than that. We're there live this morning as we say,
Good morning, America!
Live from ABC News headquarters in New York City, it's Wednesday. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. As we see there, Will Gans is deep in the heart of Texas, my hometown, my home state, for our My Kind of Town series. La La Land Kind Cafe is all about serving up kindness, goodwill, and encouragement with their coffee, not only for the customers, but for their staff as well. We cannot wait for that.
It is such a great program, and they make a great cappuccino as well, which is key in a coffee shop. We also have big news today. We've hit 4 million followers on GMA's TikTok. Woo! I hear the cheers. And you can find great moments for the show there every day. Congratulations to the great social team, and thank you to all of our followers. By the way, if you're not already following us, you can find us using the handle @GMA.
Probably went up about another 100 right now.
That's right.
First look at the top stories breaking at 8. We start with that breaking news overnight. The tsunami in the Pacific followed a massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake off the coast of eastern Russia. First waves arrived in Hawaii overnight, early this morning in California. I want to go back to Trevor Ault in Santa Monica. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning again, George. This was one of the largest and most powerful earthquakes that scientists have ever recorded. That 8.8 magnitude quake about 85 miles off the eastern coast of Russia. And we know that its impact, the shock waves, were felt all over the Pacific Rim with a number of tsunami warnings. In Russia, the videos there are pretty staggering. We saw people at an airport trying to scramble for cover as ceiling panels were falling. Some other videos circulating online, floodwaters rushing in, some buildings underwater, cars being carried away. In Japan, 2 million people were impacted by evacuations as a tsunami alert was issued. And we saw a number of tsunami warnings up and down from Alaska down to where we were in California and Hawaii as well. Of course, there were those staggering evacuations in Hawaii, people trying to get away from the coast, get up to higher ground. And there were tsunami waves felt there and here up and down the west coast as well. Now, of course, there were some flights that were also impacted, planes told to turn around. And with the sun coming up this morning, so many communities potentially impacted because the potential danger was so widespread. They are now going to start to assess any possible damage. Rebecca?
Yes, they are. All right, Trevor, thank you. We turn now to the latest on President Trump's trade war. An August 1st deadline is looming for deals on tariffs with America's biggest trading partners. Jay O'Brien is tracking this from Washington for us. Good morning, Jay.
Yeah, Rebecca, good morning. President Trump now in crunch time, less than 2 days away from when his reciprocal tariffs on a laundry list of countries will snap into place. One of those countries being India, a key U.S. trading partner, particularly of pharmaceuticals. Trump now threatening them with an at least 25% tariff on all imported goods in a post this morning. But there's also progress on a new trade deal with China, U.S. and Chinese officials say, after wrapping up their third session of marathon trade talks yesterday. The president also recently announced the framework for a deal with the European Union and saying that he signed a trade agreement last week with Japan. But consumers consumers still bracing for potential price hikes. The president's tariff policies projected to cost the average U.S. household $2,400 a year, according to one estimate. Meantime, the White House watching the Federal Reserve closely today, too, expected to announce that interest rates will stay the same, despite Trump relentlessly pressuring Fed Chair Jerome Powell for a rate cut. Guys.
All right, thank you so much for that, Jay. That August 1st deadline, 2 days away. Rebecca, the trade line, it's right here. So what are some of the key economic numbers that we're seeing coming out right now?
So one of the biggest things, Jay mentioned this, is the Federal Reserve. What are they going to do on interest rates? Likely to stay put, in part because the economy remains very strong so far. And so far, we've heard these big expectations for what consumers will pay because of tariffs, but they haven't materialized at this point. So far, consumers haven't paid the price, but we have heard from a lot of companies that have paid the price of tariffs. Companies like the maker of Slim Jim, which saw their costs go up by millions. General Motors, Tesla, car company, Black & Decker, Stanley Black & Decker, tool makers saw their costs go up. And then we did hear from Procter & Gamble just this week. They're increasing their prices because of tariffs. And then, of course, you have that big tariff deadline, August 1. Will we see an extension? Will we see a deal? Extension much more likely at this point.
I guess when the tariffs are applied, there is a little delay before we figure out who's going to fill it.
Yep, exactly.
And more than likely, it'll probably be the consumer.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca. We appreciate that. So much of the country is dealing also, we had tariffs, dealing with sweltering heat, and it can be dangerous. Our medical correspondent, Dr. Darren Sutton, joins us now with how to stay safe. And Doc, there's so much you hear. I had friends this past weekend up at Cooperstown. One of them looked like he was out for the count. Heat exhaustion, heat stroke. How do you know the difference, and how can you prevent in a medical emergency like that?
You know, heat is a very significant risk to our health, and it can't be understated. I think your signs and symptoms that you were talking about with your friend are so important to acknowledge. I've seen it in the emergency room working throughout the weekend. You know, it's been hot and humid throughout this entire city. Many of my patients suffering from many variables or associations to heat-related illness, and it's so important for everyone, for all of us. We're all vulnerable to understand the risks and the signs of heat exhaustion. We know what it feels like. It often starts out as a headache, heavy sweating, excessive thirst. These are signs that your body is trying to cool itself down, but when that system starts to break and your organs start to suffer, that's when you step into the territory of heat stroke. That's essentially organ failure, and patients with this will present with confusion. Sometimes, even in the severest states, seizures, as our brains are very sensitive to even small changes in temperature, and technically it's a fever of 105 that qualifies this, but my personal recommendation, any temperature over normal with symptoms is an emergency, and if this isn't treated, it can lead to loss of consciousness, coma, and even death. So important to recognize those symptoms.
Well, judging from what you just showed there, he was having heat exhaustion.
Yes.
So what do you do? What should you do if you realize you're experiencing heat exhaustion or heat stroke?
Well, number one, you want to get yourself out of the heat, especially helping those who might not be able to get out of the heat quickly. Get to shade. If you're in a moment where you need to cool down quickly from an emergency physician, that's when you want to wet yourself down. Get in front of a fan. That allows for that process of evaporative cooling. And if you have ice packs available, you want to place them like an ER doctor. That involves ice packs at the areas where we have the largest blood vessels, our neck, our armpits. Those are places where you're going to get cool fast. And again, if someone cannot do it, you need to help them out. And if your symptoms are progressing, you should call 911.
How does age of medication come into play?
Yeah, well, my highest risk patients are my children under the age of 5 years old, adults over the age of 65, my patients who are pregnant. And I think it's really important to state this, patients who are using medications that might put them at risk. Many people don't realize that that increases your risk. For example, certain blood pressure medications increase your risk of dehydration. Even certain antidepressants will interrupt your internal thermostat and make it difficult to handle the heat. So it's so important to know your risks during this time of heat. Make sure you stay shaded, stay cool, and help those who can't do it.
Yeah. All right. Great advice, Doc, especially at this time of sweltering heat that we're going through right now. Appreciate you. Coming up in our GMA Morning Menu, we're talking car seat safety, how to avoid the most common mistakes parents make with the car seats, and Cars.com editor-in-chief Jenny Newman is here with a new look at their new report on the top cars for car seats.
Also ahead, the exciting news about Avatar director James Cameron dropping hints about the future of the franchise after the new trailer was released.
And Lori Bergamatto is back with the right stuff for back to school. This morning it's all about dorm essentials, from storage to snacking, a whole lot more. And Larry and Sam, you got a special guest.
We sure do. Yeah, it's been a freaky kind of week here with the cast of Freakier Friday stopping by, and now Manny Jacinto is here.
Maybe a little freakier than normal. Manny, welcome, because you're the newest member of the cast, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
The newbie, as some would say.
The newbie, some would say.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the film. We're also going to talk about the neckerchief. Because I
We've
do
been
enjoy
talking
it.
fashion, and working with the wonderful Jamie Lee Curtis. We've got it all covered. It's coming up on Good Morning America. Stay with us.
All right.
We're back now with our GMA cover story. Cars.com is out with a new report that ranked the top cars for car seats, a big priority for parents out there. Editor-in-Chief Jenny Newman is here with the results. Jenny, welcome to the show.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Us.
My pleasure.
And I know you looked at more than 50 vehicles.
Yes, just this year.
So what did you find?
So what we're finding is automakers are getting much, much better at accommodating car seats. So that's the great news for parents. And what we found is that this year we've got about 7 vehicles that made our top, our best performers. And some of them are city cars like the Subaru Crosstrek, the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, 3-row SUVs that are great for carpool, the VW Atlas, the Nissan Pathfinder, and then of course we've got luxury. We've got a vehicle from Mercedes, from Genesis, and then Lexus as well.
A little something for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. We got you covered.
All right, so you're a certified child passenger safety technician, and your mom. You've gone through all these car seat stages as well. So you're going to show us tell us which are the different types of seats, starting with an infant car seat, like this one right here.
This one right here. So this is the infant car seat, and this is what you're going to put that little bundle of joy in when you're bringing them home from the hospital. Now, what a lot of parents are going to want to do is put it into the middle seat in the back seat, and that is okay. You just need to make sure you're reading your car seat owner's manual and your car's owner's manual to make sure that that's the best practice that's recommended. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes this latch system, like you'll see this right here, this little latch, if you're putting the car seat in the middle seat, you might need to use the seatbelt for installation. Just a little tip, but really important when it comes to those babies.
Oh, very important when it comes to those babies. What are you talking about?
Right.
And next we have the convertible seat, right?
Right.
So what is the most common mistake parents make with the convertible seat?
Well, so this convertible seat, it can be used in 2 different positions. Right now this is forward facing, but when you move from the infant seat to the rear facing convertible, you want to keep your kid in that position till at least 2 years old. So that sounds like a long time. People worry about their legs getting mushed, but honestly, it's going to protect their head and neck, and that's why you want to keep them rear facing. When they outgrow the seat, you're going to switch it into this position. And this is the strap that throws everybody off. This is called the tether anchor, the tether strap. You're going to connect it to an anchor point in the back of the car, essentially. It's usually labeled. And it just, again, it's providing extra protection should there be a crash from the car seat sort of pitching forward.
Okay.
Yes.
I always looked at, what is that thing? Okay, we got it now.
Exactly, right?
It's kind of like to get that part. You're like, well, I got an extra part that I don't think I need. But you do need it.
You do need it.
You parents. Read the manuals and also about the car. Okay, the booster seat.
Okay, the booster seat. So your kid's older, you're thinking you can actually just throw them in the back seat? No, don't do that. Back seat seatbelts are actually made for adults, and you need to be at least 4 feet 9 inches tall for it to fit properly. So the booster raises the child up. It positions the lap belt, so it's going to hit them at their hips.
Right area.
And then if you've got a high back booster like this one, this will also position the shoulder belt, so it's going to hit them right at the sternum or their, the breastbone essentially. The strongest part. Again, should there be a crash, we're offering more protection. It's going to keep them safe.
And also protects the head and neck.
Protects that head and neck. Really important.
Very important. Jenny, thank you.
My pleasure.
Great advice for parents out there. We really, really appreciate that. You're going to help a lot of people.
We haven't popped today.
All right, we have a lot, George. We're going to get right to it with a new look at Avatar. Guys, this one is a world of fire from James Cameron, the Oscar-winning director debuting the trailer for the 3rd movie in this series. It's called Avatar: Fire and Ash. Check this out. All right, Cameron telling Empire Online that he plans to direct Obviously this one, the 4th and the 5th installments as well in the Avatar franchise. But he says there's always the possibility that the intensity required for making movies on this scale could prove too much for him at some point. But not now. Cameron says he's also speaking to Disney about expanding the Avatar universe with an animated series and other spin-offs. I mean, it's just such an incredible concept. I get it. In the meantime, Avatar Fire and Ash, starring Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Kate Winslet, Sam Worthington, opens in theaters on December 19th. So good. Looking forward to it very, very much. Hey, in other movie news, there's one thing The Devil Wears Prada 2 isn't doing, and that's moving at a glacial pace. It feels like we just told you that the sequel was happening, and now filming well underway with the cast spotted all over New York City, filming different scenes, including Emily Blunt. There she is, seen for the first time in character as Emily, the former assistant. Bright red hair and attitude in full effect. Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Stanley Tucci all joined Blunt on the streets of New York, leaving that building there in Midtown Manhattan that's serving as the Runway magazine headquarters. Look at them all go. I'm so excited for this.
Giving away the movie. Don't show too much.
No.
Can we
would
lip read?
never
Can we lip
do that.
read and see what's going on?
Devil Wears Prada 2 hits theaters May 1st of next year, which is not that far away, guys. So next May, it's coming. And you know how I love. I just love everything she says. All right, guys. This is a cast reunion, like decades in the making. The Love Boat.
Gopher.
There it is.
The Love Boat.
I literally said to my producer, play the song because I know Sam will sing. I just won $1.
If they did a reboot of The Love Boat, Sam would be a perfect cast member.
He should.
George.
Wouldn't he be great Gopher?
Yeah.
I could be Gopher. I could be Doc. I could be Captain Steubing.
Well, I got that
I could be Julie McCoy, your cruise director.
So we love the show, but it's been a while, guys. It premiered in 1977. Sam, you weren't even born yet. It ran for 9 seasons right here on ABC, getting multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. And now, People magazine is reporting that almost all of the main characters will be reuniting on a week-long romance-themed fan celebration cruise this fall. We're talking Lauren Tweed, who played Julie McCoy, Fred Grandy, who played Gopher, Bernie Capel, he was the Doc. Ted Lang, he was Isaac. Jill Whalen, that was Julie's niece on the show. Also scheduled Charo.
Of course.
She was one of the most beloved recurring characters. You had to have Charo, obviously.
Who's going to coochie on the ship if not Charo? Exactly.
She played April Lopez. They will join the show's biggest fans for a celebration of love. The Princess Cruise Line ship set sail on November 16 from Galveston, Texas. By the way, the wonderful Gavin McLeod, who played beloved ship captain Steubing, will not be there, but he's always remembered in our hearts. You guys played the pictures a little early, but I wanted to share these shots.
We're Captain Steubing.
Yeah, can you show the other one where Michael is Mr. T and I'm Captain Steubing?
Oh, let's not.
Do you have that one?
I think we're out of time.
All right, well, anyway, there you go. They do it so quickly. Anyway, we love all of the Love Boat, and if you're interested, I think tickets are still available for that.
All right.
Yay. You should do it. Go do a story on it, Sam.
Okay, all right.
That's actually a great idea. Just saying.
The Love. Okay,
both of us.
That's right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's the right stuff. And I was so captivated by The Love Boat. You should have told me it was going to be on. Hey, Lori. Is it day 3?
This is day 3, and since you're going to go on that Love Boat cruise,
I know I need some great pack, but also for school, back to school.
Exactly. So this is dorm essentials that we're going to do today, and these have become ubiquitous on college campuses and for your cruise. These are great. I want to show you what these bags, the capacity that they can hold. Okay.
Yeah.
So here, will you hold things for me?
I'll hold that.
Here's
and
a
I'll
pillow.
Hold that.
Here is another pillow.
Okay, I got that.
Here is a queen size mattress pad. If I can get it out.
Yeah,
there we
you can.
go.
Yeah, you got it.
Look at all of
in that one little blue bag.
Incredible. These, you get 4 of them for $25. They're durable, they're breathable. I'll take that from you, Sam.
Okay. And that is so smart to do.
And you can even use it as a backpack. So for moving, for laundry, anything you need.
Think of all the stuff you can fit in there. All
That's right. Okay. Now, you've slept on a dorm room bed. It's like sleeping on a park bench, right? Okay, so it needs a mattress pad. We found this one Yep, it's nice and cushy. We found this one on Amazon. It's around $30, and it has honeycomb texture. It's really soft and plush, so you're gonna want
Turn that park bench into a real bed.
There
That's
you
right.
go, Sam. Okay. This one is very exciting, and a lot of oohs and ahs on set.
Yep.
This is from Frigidaire. We found it on Amazon. Go ahead and open
what's
that
in?
up,
What did
Sammy.
you put in there?
Oh, only your faves.
Look at this.
So
it is my favorite.
That is your favorite. So the reason we love this is it's 1.6 cubic feet. When you are shopping for a mini fridge for the dorm, you want something between 1.4 and 1.8 cubic feet. This is energy efficient and low noise, so it's not going to wake that roommate up.
It's chilly. It's
And
frosty.
oh, perfect. Okay, towels. Really important that you have quick, dry towels. The way to do that is to look for something that has between a 400 and 600 GSM.
Smart.
These have a 560. These are from Wayfair. Feel them. They feel great. They're
they feel
quick,
great,
dry.
but you don't want wet towels in your room, so you
No,
want
and
them
then
to
they
dry.
smell, and
I
it's
didn't
not
even think
good.
about it. That's so
this
smart.
comes in a 6-piece set, so you get 2 washcloths, 2 hand towels, 2 bath towels. They're really cute designs, jacquard, lots of different colors.
You can have one color for you, one color for your roommate, so you don't get your towels
There
mixed
you
up.
go.
I love
and
that.
Sam,
Love it.
these are from Wayfair, and they are giving us a special GMA discount.
I want these, by the way. Forget
Okay,
for the dorm.
well, good, because you're going to be my model while you sit
am
on
I?
our storage ottoman.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Pardon me while I sit on the storage ottoman.
So these we found at Walmart. They're from Mainstays. Reviewers loved. They're high quality for their really affordable price. They're just over $50, and they look great. You can just put them right underneath the bed. There's a storage element to them. So we have. Let me give you a little throw blanket,
I like
Sam.
this segment.
Here you
Oh,
go.
what?
So perfect. Happy back to school.
All right, I love this. I want to go back to school. You can shop for all these on our website. Tune in Friday for everything on your back to school tech list. Coming up, Freakier Friday for Manny Jacinto is here. Manny's here. Manny, where is he out yet? Is he? All right, he'll be out in just a second.
Welcome back to GMA, live from New York City.
We've been having a good time all week long talking with the cast of the new movie Freakier Friday. This morning, Manny Jacinto, the newest member of the cast, is here. Welcome to GMA. Is this your first time on GMA?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
I wish we would have had you on The Good Place. From when you were on The Good Place, you were so funny.
Oh, thank
in
you.
that show, so hilarious.
Thank you,
and now you're the newest member of the cast on Freakier Friday. And I heard that Jamie Lee Curtis gave you some extra encouragement on your first day.
Yeah, Jamie, that fireball, man.
She was a fireball here. That's what
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna come at you. It's she's a wild one. But yeah, you know, like as like the new person on set, you get a little nervous, and you're just like, am I gonna make a good impression? Are people gonna like me? And we were doing our first scene all together, and then I was just, you know, having those first day jitters, and then all of a sudden I hear Jamie, and she's like, okay, let's go. She's rallying the troops. And then I get a butt slap right before we shoot. And I'm like, I don't know if I should call HR or if I should just like get into the scene. But it was a great intro to Freakier Friday. Yeah.
And you said she just winged it, you know.
She did, yeah. She just like, you know, because she can go all out, and it's such a weird, funny, crazy movie that you can kind of do anything and everything. And we'll cut it out if it's too much, but Jamie was just perfect.
Yeah. She really is just an awesome actress. And I know that you personally watched Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
You remember distinctly watching it as a kid, as a young boy, 2003.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
imagine you now. You don't have to imagine it. But, I mean, that's a pretty great full circle moment for you to be in this.
It's pretty nuts, right? Yeah, just like being a kid at the mall. I don't even know if kids go to the mall anymore, but I was there watching the movies with my parents, and yeah, just watching Linsey on screen, and never would have thought I'd be acting opposite her.
Yeah.
I get to gush in front of her in real life, and never would have thought that would have happened. Yeah.
We have
Very
this
cool.
exclusive clip of the two of you in action. Let's check it out.
Nice.
Lily and I are definitely going to reflect on how to do better.
This is all Harper and I are going to think about.
We're very, very committed, especially as a single parent household.
Oh, us too. We're single parent.
Great.
I mean, I'm a single parent. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know what I mean.
Same. Me too.
Single.
Single parent. Guilty.
That is some good chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, she's a blast. Yeah, Linsey, and yeah, so loving, especially now that she's a new mom and everything. Just it's incredible.
And we heard that British accent though.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
You said Jude Law helped you with your British accent?
Yeah, I mean, oh man, I started thinking about different British actors that can help me out, whether it be like Henry Cavill or Sam Claflin, and Jude was the guy, so I listened to anything and everything, probably watched The Holiday,
it's such a good movie. I could listen to that voice for hours.
Same, likewise.
Lovely.
But definitely started getting nightmares of Jude by the time I...
Had you done much of a British accent before?
I not so much. I was working with a dialect coach before, and then I spent a good 8 months beforehand shooting another project over there, so I kind of absorbed it through osmosis, but... Yeah, thank you, Jude. Thank you, man.
Now, I mean, the pickup line in the grade school seats.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing a parent, I guess. We can talk about that. Is that the first time you ever played a parent?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, when they asked me to hop onto this role, I had a bit of a midlife crisis. Yeah. I was
at 25.
Yeah. I was like, I should go buy that Porsche. I should, spend all my money in the bank because my life is over. But no, I mean, it was intimidating. I think that's why I reacted that way. I never would have thought that I could play a father, but, Sophia was such a great human being, and it's easy to care for. So that helped a lot.
And now that you've played one on camera,
yeah.
How about real life?
Oh man, we talked about it for sure. This was a great trial. 100%.
There's some pros and cons.
Yeah, it's easy when you can be a dad and you can make all the mistakes on screen and you can reset.
And then go home. Yep.
Yeah. But
cut scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a wild time, but yeah, this is a good trial run. So I'll get back to you.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that.
There's something cooking in the oven.
Thank you for coming in. Freakier Friday will be in theaters on August 8th.
Now with Alison Brie and Dave Franco, the real-life husband and wife, are starring in a new horror film together about a couple that take a wrong turn on a hike and are exposed to a mysterious substance that brings them together, literally. All right, let's take a look at a clip.
Okay, that way's north.
Okay. What do we do with that?
I don't know. I thought it would be helpful.
Okay.
Okay, but what if we just keep going sort of southeast-ish?
Can we just think for a second?
Wait, no, babe. This looks right. Come on.
Oh, my God.
Alison and Dave, good morning. Welcome to GMA, you two. Welcome to GMA. And you know what? This is so realistic because, like every man, you don't listen. You just keep on going. I just go that way. I don't need direction. You two have been married for a decade. Wow.
Coming up on it, yeah.
But you worked together plenty of times before.
Sure. Yeah.
But Alison, for you, what makes this experience uniquely different than the last time?
Oh my gosh. Well, this is definitely the most intensely and the most intimately that we've ever worked together before. It's the most screen time that we've shared.
Yeah.
And for both of us, in every way, we are doing things in this movie that we have never done before. There are some wild horror set pieces. We had days where we were physically attached for 10 hours.
With a prosthetic, where, we were trying not to drink too much water to avoid frequent bathroom trips, but inevitably one of us would have to go. And
by one of us, he means me.
Sure. I remember there was a moment where she was going and I was standing over her, literally attached to her, and thinking we could not have made this movie with anyone else.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, this is a horror movie, but it's really about relationship dynamics as well. So, Dave, what reactions have you heard from other couples?
Oh yeah, it's run the whole gamut. I mean, we have talked to single people who have seen the movie who have said this is a strong argument for staying single, and then we have heard from a couple who were actually fighting all week, and then they they saw the film and they said it helped them make up. So everyone takes a little bit something different from it.
I think this movie sort of reflects back to the audience their own feelings about relationships and monogamy. So everybody's going to have a different opinion coming out. Hopefully, you have the same feelings as the person you go see the movie with.
Yeah, imagine that. You really become attached to your pool. That would be something. Okay, we're going to play a game. You two, you game for a game?
Love it.
All right, we're going to call this the Not So Newlywed Game.
Okay.
Or I'm going to ask one of you a question. You're going to write down your guess, and the other person's going to write down their real answer.
I love it.
And we're just going to see how well you two know each other in a Not So Newlywed Game after a decade together. So, Allison, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
What is Dave's biggest pet peeve?
Ooh.
I think you know this.
Your biggest pet peeve about me?
No.
Period.
Not about you.
Period.
Just in general.
Hey,
no,
can't
about
give it
me.
away.
About you.
About me.
Oh, I don't have any.
All right.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
What is your biggest pet peeve about Allison?
It's long. It's long.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think we got
okay.
the same long answer.
All right,
Okay,
Dave.
ready?
Yep.
Show your answer. Blame me for moving stuff.
For
Blame
missing
for missing
things.
There we go.
Whenever anything is not where it's supposed to be in the house, the tiniest thing. Where's my fork that I always put right here? I'm like, babe, you took the fork. I know you did.
All right, Dave, it's your turn.
Okay.
What is Allison's go-to karaoke song?
Ooh.
Don't even look at each other because you two telepathically are sending each other the
I'm gonna
answer.
get this wrong.
You're gonna get it wrong.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, what do you got?
Do it. It's
Turn
fine.
around.
Pat Benatar. Oh,
You're rich.
that is a good one, though.
Hall & Oates,
Oh, yeah,
Rich
Hall &
Girl.
Oates.
Oh,
I
that's a
am
good
known to
one.
sing that song. It's not a wrong answer.
Okay.
Just a different answer.
Okay.
All right, Allison, here we go. What movie will always make Dave cry?
Cry.
I don't think
Ever
you're gonna
cry?
get this. No, I definitely.
I was like, Dave
I'm a
doesn't
good movie
cry.
crier, but
Uh-oh, my answer's clearly not the same answer
you're
as I'm
still
writing.
Okay, I'm interested to see this one. Let's go. Turn it around. Coda.
Oh,
Stand by me.
Stand By Me is my
Coda.
favorite movie of all time. Coda, it's impossible not to just
I
ugly cry
did
during
sob
that
like
movie. Yes.
many times during Coda.
Okay, we're not doing great.
You're not,
We don't know each other at all?
You know.
Are we even married?
You kind of do. A little bit. Okay, here we go. Dave, what's
Yes.
something that scares Allison?
Ooh. Oh, God. Ready?
Yep, turn him around. Scary movie,
Oh.
Spiders.
God. Should we just go? What is happening?
I think we amicably part.
Is that incorrect though?
No, that's definitely correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
scary
both, even
movies
though your
really
answers
scare
have not
me.
been perfectly together, they're like, in a way that's together.
You're giving us a lot of credit, and I appreciate that.
I think
trying.
honestly, I don't know my own answers as well as you know.
I was
Dave's
about to
actually
say,
getting them more correct than
You're
me.
not that scared of spiders.
Yeah, I am like I'm the house spider killer.
Then what is that?
They still scare me. I overcome the fear.
She fights the fear.
Yeah.
Final round.
Okay.
All right, Allison.
Okay.
What is Dave's hidden talent?
Ooh.
You should get this. You should get this.
Ooh, you both are writing about the same amount. Okay, turn around. Let's go. Rubik's Cube.
Oh.
Throwing cards. Man, you got a lot of talent, though. You can do Rubik's Cube and throw cards?
Look, are these? They're both now you see me traits.
I don't know if Rubik's Cube is now you see.
We got
But
one
isn't
more.
that how you learned how
We got
to
one more.
do
We got
that?
one more.
We got one more.
Let us
Let
get one right. Let us get one right.
One. Did we get any right?
We got maybe the first
maybe
one. Like
one.
We got the first
Yeah,
one.
that's how you start, not how, but also how you finish.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Dave, what's Allison's guilty pleasure?
Okay, here I know.
You
it's
can't
gonna be
tip him off.
a guilty pleasure for Sundays only.
Oh, okay. That's not cheating. That's
It's gotta
not
be.
cheating.
Oh, that's cheating.
A Sunday guilty pleasure.
Okay.
That is what you call cheating.
All right, here we go.
Oh no, honey, you're writing
that's a lot
too
of writing.
much.
No.
All right.
It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing.
Turn
Ready?
around. Here we go. Donuts in bed. Donuts. All right. Hey. You two should stay together, okay? And the movie Together is in theaters everywhere right now. So make sure you go check it out. Let's go to Sam. Thank you, too.
Right, thanks, buddy. Our friends at Nat Geo are going to take us back. It's been almost 20 years since Hurricane Katrina hit the Gulf Coast as a devastating Category 5 hurricane, unleashing one of the deadliest catastrophes in U.S. history. Now, a new docuseries from our friends at Nat Geo takes us back to the chaos, telling the story through eyewitness testimony from survivors, first responders, and officials, along with archival footage. Hurricane Katrina: Race Against Time is now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Are you ready to get wild?
I am, yes.
Okay, good. You should too, because Zootopia 2 is almost here. It has been nearly a decade since Zootopia hit theaters, right? Raking in over $1 billion at the box office and becoming a global fan favorite. And now the highly anticipated sequel will premiere November 26th. Right now, though, we can exclusively debut Zootopia 2's trailer. Here it is.
Welcome to Partners in Crisis. I'm your therapy animal, Dr. Fuzzbee. Greg, we talked about that. What are we making Merlin? Uncomfortable. Yes. And Francine, Clark may be a mouse, but he is your partner first. And we have 2 new partners. Can you tell us about your journey to Dysfunction Junction?
Well, we've been official partners for 1 week. Happy anniversary. And we are functioning fine, better than fine. And we did sort of save the city, so us being here kind of seems like a huge misunderstanding.
Notice how she answered first, did not allow her partner to speak, and taps her foot when she's suppressing discomfort. And observe the source of her discomfort, represented by the disconnected affectation of her emotionally insecure partner. But for now, we begin by greeting our teammate. Okay, unfortunately, Karen has chosen to see Joel's smile as a sign of aggression. Hackles down, Karen. Karen, hackles down. Someone get the hose.
Bunny, Fox, this is a make or break assignment. Fail and I will split you up.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
Hops and Wild?
Wild and Hops. The dream team. Sorry, Paul.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Kiss the second ring right now. Stop in the name of the law. I'm really sorry. No. Stop pulling my ears. Stop pulling my ears. Never pull up on his ears. I have to help my family. Cannonball!
You know, this is not your worst idea.
Wow, that was almost a compliment.
Your worst idea is what you did with your ears.
Our series, My Kind of Town. Kind, all caps. Will Gans, just outside of Dallas. Hey, Will.
Hey, Sam. Listen, I do not have a favorite city on our cross-country tour, but I definitely did grow up about 20 minutes from here, so what the heck? Allow me to introduce you to my favorite place in the world, Dallas-Fort Worth. And we are here at the La La Land Kind Cafe, where every customer hears the words, I love you. The store has only been open for about an hour, and I've already lost track of the amount of I love yous that were said this morning, and that's just the tip of the I love you iceberg. Take a look.
Is your name Mona Lisa? Cause girl, you're a work of art. Yes, ma'am.
They're on a mission to normalize kindness, one compliment at a time.
Your curls are stunning. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm just embracing them again.
And one coffee cup at a time. Here at La La Land Kind Cafe.
We wanted a place where you walk in, felt happy, people felt a connection for each other, right? We kind of want to bring humanity closer together. We say we love you as people are leaving, right? That's definitely a curveball that most people don't hear at any point. So here you are walking out of a coffee shop, hearing it from a stranger. That's been the whole point for us.
But love has been brewing here at La La Land from its inception. The company hiring and mentoring youth who are aging out of the foster care system.
This was the perfect first job for kids that were aging out of foster care, right? I don't want to take the credit because at the end of the day, they're the ones that have to show up and change their lives, but we definitely presented the right platform for kids who definitely deserved it to do so. And now, here we are 6 years later.
La La Land founded deep in the heart of Texas, in Dallas.
I love the community, I love the people, and I believe in where it was going as a city. That first location in Dallas is really special to us, and the Dallas community and the immense amount of support has been what skyrocketed us.
Skyrocketing to 6 million followers and 128 million TikTok likes. But it's that caffeine-fueled kindness that's really catching on here in Dallas.
Let's try out a drive-by compliment of our own. Hey there, is it this Texas heat or is your smile what's warming my heart?
Oh my gosh, you made my day!
Oh yes, and I am here now with Hannah Besant. You've opened 5 La La Land Kind Cafes in the last year alone, so is kindness officially contagious?
Yeah, absolutely. It starts in the store and it grows to the community. We've been able to show up for our La La Land Foundation with record-setting donations. We love you, South Lake.
Love you guys, and we love everyone back home.
As you said, Lara, we're bringing it home. Before we go, a new true crime docuseries, Mr. and Mrs. Murder. It is streaming now on Hulu about 2 couples who were best friends until one husband disappeared. One marriage split, and one woman went on a mission to find the truth. You guys stream it now on Hulu. It is juicy.
Yeah.
Have a good day, everyone.
Bye. Murder.